So I told me language down me.
Right on time. So, hello everyone, welcome back. We're doing the third round of the GTS Classic Cup organised by the new name, OFR Bag. Nice to see he's got an OFR in his name as well, very good to see. You've got Mick and Ash joining Dr. Robot here in the commentary today. How are you doing, guys?
Hello, it's about time me and you eventually met.
Yeah, it's been a long time coming, hasn't it? How you doing, Ash?
Yes, I'm all good, and it is nice to finally have Mick alongside with you.
And you as well. Hopefully this will be just as good a trio as you guys and Astro, but I don't want to fill Astro's boots, so let's just keep it separate.
Let's face it, the Sunday commentary team though, it's Rod Hammerbush and Jeff Butterscotch, not Mick and Astro.
Unbeatable. I don't even want to try to accomplish what you guys do. But are you excited for today's race?
I am. I've had a little play in this car today, and it's living up to its name.
Yeah, I mean, compared to the other two cars that I just could not get to grips with whatsoever, this car, this Lambo, is very, very fun to drive. Just looking at some of these liveries that are out on track right now, they're very, very interesting. I'm trying to, maybe we could organise some type of livery competition. B-Watt's just got a plain old white one. We've got Racer Tay in what looks like he's covered it in newspaper. I'm not sure about that. Marco's got a Japanese one, I think, looking like something from Back to the Future. Racer Tay's looking a bit standard as well, not the usual flash and all that you get from Racer Tay. Grims is not looking too bad. Leakers is looking nice and Spinnerama-ish. Bags looks like he's got about 50 headlights on his bonnet. What's going on there?
I haven't
Maybe
seen
he
any
wants to be seen. He wants to be seen coming through.
He must do. He looks like he's got enough lights to light up a football field there. Yeah.
Well, I was talking to Grim today, and he gave us a little explanation for his livery. He was trying to stick with the TV movie theme that he's been going for. Originally, it was going to be half Miami Vice, half Wolf of Wall Street, but he couldn't get the Wolf of Wall Street bit to work, so it's all Miami Vice now.
Ah, I see. Very clever. What was his car like in the Jaguar? I forget.
It was the Jaguar.
Oh, that was it. It was the Jaguar. There we go. I remember now. Well, at least he's sticking to his guns and he's gone for it again. Very nice to see. How many drivers do we have here today, actually? We've only got 9 with us. Oh, but Super Bounty in 9th place currently has a pretty nice livery. There's certainly a lot going on. And you can also see it slapped on those OFR logos on there as well. Very nice, very nice.
I tell you what, you're right about bacon trays. It's very newspaper-esque, isn't it?
It is. It looks a bit odd, to be honest. But, yeah. Was it you who gave Bacon Trade the name?
It was a mixture between me and Astro. We're joking on. You when you were streaming last week, we're just coming up with daft names, and one of them mentioned Bacon Tray, and the other one said you need to put it in, and Bacon Tray was born.
Yeah, he's born and he's...
Well, also, I was talking to Astro earlier, and we decided that if Bacon Tray and Ash ever had a child, they could call it Ashtray.
Oh. Now we're talking. Now that would be definitely a sight for sore eyes.
Very sore eyes.
Very sore eyes. And I'm just looking at Astro's car. He's currently out in first place. He's not set a lap time yet, but he's got a proper Italian livery there, hasn't he?
It's very Italian, which means it's going to either swap sides halfway through or give up. Either way.
Or end up in a cloud of steam.
Also possible. Possible.
Anything is possible with the Lambo. Well, I can't say it. I can't say the name without offending people. The Lambo.
The Lambo. Let's just leave it there. The Lambo. Now, it's pretty obvious, I think, that Racer Tay is probably going to get the top quali spot here. So let's just take Racer Tay out of it, unless you think someone else could get it. Who do you think is going to come second in quali?
I wouldn't be surprised if Grim doesn't top quali.
Really? What kind of times are we looking at here?
I was on with him this afternoon and I see him do a 203 in it.
Oh, okay.
I think a 202 is definitely possible. But it's a car that he like the one he was in last week. He's just gelling with it again. Mm-hmm. Me and him were having some great fun in them earlier on, so... Well, him more than me, I can't drive it.
So... Bagpuss is currently set at 2:04.5, so you reckon people will be able to shave off about a second from that time? Is that what you're saying?
It has to be an absolutely pristine, perfect lap, but I do believe another second can come off.
It's not bad.
I've seen Grim do it.
Oh, it would be great to see. So, here we go. BWatt set a 3:01. Okay, something went wrong there. Bounty set a 2:06.8, whilst BJ Robbo set a 2:06.6. So, apart from when Racer Tay finally sets his lap, this field is actually looking pretty close right now. Now, I imagine that was their banker lap, so they've probably got a lot more out of the car to come. They've not got tyre wear, they've not got any fuel, so they can just pretty much treat this as a qualifying sprint and just go lap for lap and try to improve. If we're looking at about a 2-minute lap, we're only looking at about a 20-minute race here. So in terms of the track, where are we going to see the most action?
You'll see a lot of action into their hairpin that their bags just went through, as I like to call it, Mix Happy Corner. Because it does funny things to me. It does very funny things to me when you get that one absolutely pegged. In turn 1 and turn 2, you might see a bit of action through there as well.
Yeah, especially off the start as well.
Yeah, I think so. So I remember Mixed Happy Corner in last season's races, whenever we raced there was a lot of overtaking on that back straight, wasn't there? And a lot of dive bombs going into the corner, so that might be worth a watch again. And what was the other funny name you had for the corners? I've almost forgotten now. The wiggly ones.
The wibbly wobblies.
The wibbly wobblies. I'm pretty sure anyone who's watching here, they could just kind of guess where the wibbly wobblies are by looking at the track map on the right.
You go through the wibbly wobblies on your way to Mix Happy Corner.
There we go. That makes a lot of sense. So yeah, I think this is going to be a really close race, and because these cars do have far more downforce than the previous two cars that these guys have raced in have, and a lot of people have actually been practicing around here because they like this fast car and they know they can get a pretty good finish position if they practice a lot. I think we're going to see a very, very close race here, and I'm really looking forward to it.
I couldn't agree more. One thing I will say about this car is it's very, very back end happy though. Get it a little bit wrong and it will swap directions.
So the engine, I'm guessing, is in the rear of the car for these cars.
It's mid-engine.
Oh, it's a
mid-engine. So mid-engine physics in Gran Turismo are very broken.
Yeah.
So they do have a tendency to swap ends just by looking at them.
Yeah. So they're not allowed to use setups in these cars either, are they? It's just a fixed setup in a classic.
I don't believe so. I think so.
Yeah. So.
I do believe so.
Bagpuss is currently set at purple middle sector as well. This is going to be a good lap from him. Now, where's Racer Tay on track? Let's have a look. I don't think
he has done a purple first sector.
Oh, he has. That's good. He's just coming through the wibbly wobblies now, actually. He's looking nice and tidy. Once again, he is sliding his rear, but Racer Tay does this all the time and still manages to go faster. He really gets in tune with pushing the car to the limit. He doesn't seem to lose too much time when he does it. And he's gone purple in the middle, 6/10 up in the middle sector too. Coming up to Mick's favourite corner.
Such a good corner.
I'm trying to figure out where the braking point is. He looks like he got on the brakes just as the curb ended. That looked really late there.
That is one of them sort of corners where you can brake quite late and still get lucky, but if you get it wrong a little bit, it kind of pulls you off. It's a good corner.
Yeah, he's still looking nice and stable. Leak has just set a 204, still not got him into top spot though, as Bagpuss does set a 203, he's done it, 203.9. Solid lap from Bagpuss there. Now, I wonder how his time compares to the first and second sector of Racer Tay, as Racer Tay is just coming around the left-hander now and coming up to the final corner. It's another corner that you can take quite quickly as well, because I think it starts a little bit adverse camber, but it does tilt back towards the inside as you come out of it, and that will help you get on the throttle. He's coming round the straight now. He's about to cross the line, and is he going to disappoint Bagpuss? No.
He's not got it. That's
It's his last sector. He was very, very slow.
I was quite shocked. To be honest, I thought he was going to absolutely peg that lap.
Yeah, I mean, he was 6 and 7, so he was 1.3 up in. Oh no, sorry, he was 7/10 up in the first and second, and he must have absolutely destroyed his third sector there. I wonder where that was.
So I'm keeping an eye on Grimithy now, going down towards Mick's Happy Corner. He's down. He's down.
So I'm going to ride on
He's
board
down on his lap.
just so you guys can see how banked this corner is. It's like going to Zandvoort with the new banked corners.
Racer Tay's half a second purple first sector.
Oh, there we go. He's improved on his time again. So this could be his lap. also want to point out as well, that corner, the mixed happy corner, you can actually cut that a fair bit without picking up a penalty, can't you? I remember seeing that last season too.
Oh,
Ash is a specialist at cutting corners, so he will know more about this one.
I don't know what you mean. I've never cut anything in my life apart from a mistake.
But Ash and food again straight away.
Racer T's purple, but he has picked up a half a second penalty.
So maybe his time was so slow last time because he cut a corner somewhere. That's possible, but I didn't see it when I was spectating.
I didn't see it.
Grim set a... What is he set now?
205 dead.
Lika's set 204.2, so Bagpuss is actually set a really phenomenal time here as he comes into the pits with only 1 minute 26 remaining, so his qualifying is done.
I think that's pretty much everybody done now.
Yeah.
I'm very surprised not to see Racer T right up at the top, to tell you the truth.
Well, he's coming around the final corner now. He does have a 1/10 of a second penalty that he's going to get added to his final time. He hasn't gone wide on the final corner this time. Let's see if he can improve as he crosses the line. Can he disrupt Bagpuss? Yes, he can. He's gone fast. Oh my gosh.
What a lap.
A 203.2. Oh my goodness. And that was a 1/10 of a second penalty as well, so it was a 203.1. He was almost into the 202s there. Wow.
Like a mouse with a ball of wool.
Wow. Wow. Wow.
What an analogy, Ash. A mouse with a ball of wool. Because mice are very well known for playing with wool. Oh, I just know how this is going to go now.
Oh my gosh, and look at that, 7 to... Oh, I cannot believe it. Now, a bit further down the field, a lot of the guys are within a second of each other from... I think it's from 6th all the way down to 9th, or 5th down to 9th, so back in the field is going to be action-packed today. But we're lining up on the grid now, straight into quali, no break in between. Let's hope these guys can get a clean start into turn 1.
Oh, I'm all nervous now.
So I'm going to ride on board with Bagpuss. I'm going to jump to his onboard and watch those lights. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. We've got the 5 red lights and it's green already and we're away. It almost looked like Racer T got a bit of a jump start there, but Bagpuss was just sleeping slightly and he didn't let off the brake. Racer T got a really decent start there. Now, just looking a bit further back, Bagpuss is already under pressure. He's got a whole bunch of cars right behind him who also got a better start than him, I imagine. Lika's defending against Grim already. Grim looking to make a move around the outside. He's going to get the inside as they go through the left-hander though. Can he do it? No, he's giving way to Lika for now. He did really well to avoid an incident there as Marco's looking a bit scruffy on track right now. He went off slightly but came back on just in time to avoid hitting anyone in the corner. Wow, what a start. And we've got 2 more going side by side. It looks like it's Marco and Super Bounty. Yes, they are. Bounty's looking to make a move down the inside. He's got the inside line. Markov is being a little bit aggressive, but he's managed to get the space and he's got the switchback. Oh, he's done it. He's still ahead. Wow, that was close. I really thought Marco was
drink of the old beer for you, Marco.
Absolutely. And I don't know how he managed to switch back there. I thought he was going to suffer from too much understeer, but he still managed to get that rotation. How he did it, I don't know, but I'm going to jump back up to Bagpuss quickly.
Super Bounty's off! Super Bounty's off!
Oh no!
He's managed to hold it, but he's allowed
he's gone wide again.
Italian edge through.
He's gone wide and he's come back on track. Thankfully, B-Watt was a little bit too far behind for him to be dangerous, and Bounty's now running down in last place. I'm going to quickly jump to the replay just to see exactly what happened to Bounty there. So he's coming through the wibbly wobblies. And what's happened to him? He's not had contact, he's just gone wide and he's hit the grass, he's hit the wall and then he's come back on track. Yep, unfortunate for Bounty, he's got a bit too much understeer there.
Have a little look through the field, see if I can spot any battles for
Grim and Lika are very, very close here for 3rd.
Yeah, I'm watching this battle now and I'm actually really liking Grim's car now. He's done a good job on that livery, it's so simple and it is very Miami Vice.
I was going to make him a race suit, you know, just white with a little pink V in it and rolled up sleeves, but it was really hard to do.
Lika's currently running just 6/10 behind Bagpuss. Bagpuss is actually doing a pretty decent job keeping Lika behind here. Now, they both have dropped back behind Racer T, 2.6 seconds. Bagpuss does have just under half a second of a penalty to serve as well, but Lika usually has a bit more pace than Bagpuss and GTS, but Bagpuss is doing something right now, and he's not allowing Leaker to pounce. Now let's not forget, these guys are not having any tyre wear, and they're not having any fuel depletion whatsoever, so they've really got nothing to worry about other than what's happening on track. And I think the fact that we don't have tyre wear is also a big advantage to Racer Tay, because he is usually one of the drivers that wears his tyres a lot more due to his driving style, and the fact that he's not wearing his tyres today is just giving him that advantage.
Well, it's one of the reasons that you've got me in the booth today, is because if I was tyre wear, I'd be in Grim's corner talking through the race. But
so Grim, is he a Rod and Pollux driver too in the usual GTS?
he is a Rod and Pollux driver, good friend of mine and a Rod and Pollux driver as well.
And how is he doing in that season actually? Is he in a good championship battle or anything?
Well, our goal is every week is to just get all 3 cars into the points, and we're doing it every week now.
Perfect.
As I mean, the way the team works between, it normally switches between Ash and Harley to who's going to be the quickest, because Harley's one hell of a driver. Grim's had his moments though as well at Monza. No, Seaside, Grim drove one of the best drives I've ever seen him drive until he did what we call now grimming it in the chicane.
Oh, I remember that. I still remember that. Yeah. It was quite heartbreaking watching that happen. Actually, I remember commentating it like it was yesterday.
I was actually, before that, I was actually all set to give him the place back and let him finish ahead of us. Because he deserved it that day. He really did.
If our plans all come together for season 3, though, Grim's going to be one of the main players hopefully in the Group 2 team.
In the Group 2 team?
Yeah, we are looking to put 2 teams forward for Rod and Pollux Racing next
there
season.
You go. There's some insider info. Very nice to get some of that.
We've also got the drivers pretty much lined up as
Grim's
well.
on the inside of
He's bloody done Leaker, hasn't he?
Oh no, he's gone.
Oh no, he hasn't.
Just fought back. Where is he? Where's Grim? Okay, let's quickly just jump to that replay because I'm actually watching someone else. Let's have a look. So, down the first straight. Oh, he's gone straight down the inside. Oh, he's touched the grass slightly and he's gone straight on. I think he just mispositions his car there. One wheel on the grass and then say goodbye to your brakes. Unlucky there, Grim.
Well, that is the downside of the cunt, Ash. If you get it slightly wrong, it is gonna put it.
Lambo. We can't stick with Lambo. Oh my goodness.
We haven't planned that all day, honestly.
Oh. Let's just slide that one under the rug.
I can't say, I'm a Geordie, I can't say the name of the car without sounding offensive. I'm sorry. It just doesn't happen.
I love it. It's fine. I'm sure everyone watching is giggling. So, shout out to Rogue UK Airsoft, whoever that is. Smalley.
I believe that is one of our friends.
Oh, is it? Oh, very nice. We've got Smalley, Comptech Esports. Is that Astro?
That's Astro, it is.
And Simon Fuller as well. God, I've got a lot of supporters in the chat. So, if I could just ask you guys, is there... So, apart from the guys that are already in your Rod and Pollux team, are we allowed to know an extra driver who you've managed to secure? Is that possible?
I'm playing it close to my chest at the moment.
Alright, fair enough.
The 3 drivers that we have now are hopefully staying with Rod and Pollux, but there are 3 others coming in, and it's just friends.
Okay.
They're all drivers that are already driving in the league. It's
okay.
more of a team reshuffle and trying to get all under one banner, really.
Well, this is quite important actually, because I know Rod and Pollux joined the Division 1 team a bit later on in the season. But you guys are currently super competitive in that division as well. Ash obviously challenging the Spinorama boys 2 races ago. Big battles that we saw earlier on. Last race too. Both of you guys finishing the points. All of you finishing the points actually. And there are some rumours that Spinorama are looking to do a 2-division team as well, like 1 in Group 2, 1 in Group 3. So it seems like there's going to be a few battles between you two. Maybe you could be their new rival. You never know.
Wait, if the teams that if the 6 drivers that we'll have planned, and it all works out the way I want it, I've already messaged Bagpuss. Bagpuss knows the teams. Yeah, expect something from us next season.
Well, this is going to be... let's just say I cannot wait to commentate on both of these races. That's going to be amazing. Both of these leagues, sorry. Let's get back to the race. Can you guys see anyone battling on track right now?
Not the minute. Leaker and Grim at the minute.
Grim's not letting him go, and Bagpuss again is doing a really decent job keeping Leaker behind. Now one thing that we do see from Leaker is that he does make a lot of last lap position gains. He likes to wait until he's certain that he can make a move and it will stick, and that usually comes with him on the last lap. Now, Grim is looking to make a move around the outside now as they've just gone through Mick's favourite corner. Left-hander, he's still behind, no switchback for now. Leaker's holding the line. He's going through the right-hander now, another full-speed corner. No lift of the throttle there or you're going to lose out to the guy behind you. And then a heavy braking zone as you come through these two right-handers here. Grim is looking
he's
strong.
just biting his tail. He's just biting his tail, man. Now what he's doing.
And look how close behind he is as well. He's not losing any speed as he's going through and following whatsoever. Grim, this could be it. After this corner, he could get Sorry, go ahead.
Marco in 5th place is actually having a very, very good race. He's not really dropping that far back from Leaker and Grim.
That's a good point, because if in the unlikely and unfortunate event that Grim and Leaker do come to blows, Marco's going to be right there to pick it up.
Oh, down the inside, Grim's got him.
Oh, he's held on to it as well. Oh, he's held on to it. Come on, Leaker's trying to do the switchback now. Oh, Leaker's got it back. Leaker's got the position for now, but again, Grim's going to have the inside as they go through the left-hander. Oh, they're both broken late. And look how close Marco is. Oh no, this is all going to come. Oh, this is it. They're only halfway through this race too.
Thing is, they're allowing Marco right in amongst them as well. It's this is going to get very tasty.
Yeah, and we know if there's a gap, Marco's going for it. He's not one to shy away from an overtake.
Oh, Marco's actually he's just slung it up the inside of Grim, I think, hasn't he?
Grim's gone a bit wide there. He's struggling a bit with his traction, I think. He's just lost grip as he was going through that right-hander there. And he's now down in front.
He'll get that back through the wibbly-wobblies. I have faith in him.
Right, let's see.
What do you think, Ash? Ash, do you think we should introduce Mr. Robot to our Sunday edition of Guess the Beverage?
I think we should.
Dr. Robot,
go on.
Guess the Beverage. There you go.
What was that?
Guess the beverage.
Guess the beverage. Oh my goodness! Is it a can? Is that what I heard?
It's a can. It definitely is a can.
Oh, Marco side by side with Leaker.
Yeah, I got a good view of this now from the helicopter cam. It's looking very, very close again. Marco's got pace. He's got pace for the D1 class right now.
He's very surprising, yeah.
He's in his prime. Can I ask what type of beverage it is? Can I get the classification?
It's golden. It's a golden beverage.
That's useful. It's golden beverage.
Some would even say it's amber in nature.
This is distracting me from the race now.
Why not do it?
I don't know, because I only really drink one specific beverage out of a can. It's amber. I don't know. I honestly can't tell you. I'm rubbish at this game.
Smalley in the chat straight away. He got it.
Got it already.
It's a Foster's.
Oh, I was reading the wrong one. Someone said piss water.
It might as well be. Foster's, or as I like to call it, driving lager.
Yeah, that's terrible. Can't believe you drink that trash.
What?
I kid.
Marco's down the inside of Grim.
Yeah, Marco's. I'm surprised Leaker's managed to pull away here. He's actually got about a second and a half. Oh, second now actually, as Grim fights back.
His pull-out game is strong.
Oh, what's going on with Grim there? He's undershot the corner. He's cut it quite aggressively. Is he going to get a penalty for that? It looks like he was losing the front end there. Oh, Marco's cut the corner.
Oh, Marco's
careful.
This is a great battle. This has been absolutely tremendous to watch.
Yeah, Markov's just picked up a half-second penalty for that corner cut. That one was a bit over the top there, and he did gain a bit of an advantage. So, rightly so, he's got a penalty that he needs to serve now, as Markov goes down the inside and serves his penalty at the same time. How did he manage that?
That is one thing that I forgot to mention about Grim's livery. He's running the number 56 today because it's the year his man was born. I've just remembered because it was in the message I was looking at.
Ah, shout out to his mum.
Hello, Mrs. Grimothy.
Mrs. Grimothy.
Looks like Grim's getting a little bit hesitant on the brakes too. I think he
Nice.
realised Marco was so close behind and he didn't want him to run into the back of him, so he eased off a little bit. That's clever from Grim.
I am right in thinking that Marco is usually a D2 driver, isn't he?
Yeah, he is. He
It's
finished,
good to see him going head to head with the T1 lads, to tell you the truth.
Yeah, it is.
It shows there's no gap between any of the drivers, really.
It's kind of nice to see them all driving the same car, same setup, same everything, and it's really just down to driver's skill, because it really does help to close the pack up a little bit, doesn't it? Now, how's Astro getting on? We've not seen a lot of his Italian car at the minute. He's currently 5.1 seconds behind BJ Robbo and 3.5 seconds ahead of Super Bounty, so he's looking at a solid 6 points here. Hopefully he's not going to get kicked from the session due to his broadband. Was it Virgin Wi-Fi he was complaining about last time?
Yeah.
Is that my Sunday co-host?
It is, yeah.
Jeff
Hopefully he won't
Butterscotch.
get- Jeff
No.
Butterscotch. I would
There's
hate
a
to
funny
know
story,
what
but-
nickname you got for me.
Well, I was thinking of things today, but none of them could have been said. But
Oh.
the Jeff Butterscotch came from, like, when I first did commentary with Ed, I tried to wind him up and break him the second I came into the room. So I called him Jeff straight away. And I thought after I'd give myself the name Rod Hammerbush, he needed a surname, and I spent all night trying to think of a surname, and the only thing I could think of was Jeff Angel Delight, but that just sounded a bit too weird. So I just went for my favourite flavour, Angel Delight.
Oh,
Jeff
perfect.
Butterscotch.
Yeah, that's everyone's favourite flavour. Very nice, very nice. Jeff
I would like to
Butterscotch.
say I plan all these things, but I really don't. This is the sort of stuff that happens when I'm left alone for too long.
Fair enough. It's more than welcome here in our and of course, you already know, everyone loves your streams on Sundays, so keep it up. Keep it up.
Believe it or not, I'm very surprised. I mean, I'm always naturally good at just waffling on anyway, but to see that people are actually liking the sort of stuff that I see, it's pretty mental, to tell you the truth.
Yeah, and definitely when we do our next podcast, which is either going to be Friday or next Friday, we haven't quite decided yet. Love to have both of you, if not all three of you, including Astro, on board. That would be amazing to have you all there.
I know that you've got your general chat section. I'll quite happily come to the general chat section and entertain you.
Sorry to interrupt. Grim just did the slide of the session again. I'm going to quickly show you the replay. I think he was just going through turn one. He just sent it, he locks up the rears, and that causes him to slide out, and he drifts through the entire corner. That was epic. Another slide of the day. Well done, Grim.
That was very Miami Vice.
That was beautiful.
Yes.
That was beautiful. Wow. Did he also get the slide of the day in Goodwood?
In the Jaguar, I did it in the Jaguar as well.
Yeah, that was
If there's one thing Grim knows how to do, it's just slide in.
right. Now,
That car is beautiful.
let's just quickly check those gaps again. It has actually increased by about 1.5 seconds between Leaker, Grim and Marco, so that battle seems to have settled itself for now. There are 1.5 laps left to go though, so we'll keep an eye on that. But looking a bit further down as well, the battle between BJ, Astro and Bounty has actually closed up a bit. It was around 6 seconds in between, and it's now just under 2. So we might see something appear here towards the end of the race as well. Race at A, 15-second lead. I don't think anything else needs to be said about that.
I think.
What else can you
think
say
Racer-
about Bacon Tree? He just takes it in his stride, doesn't he? Just
I think-
shows up and wins.
Bacon Tray has taken off that much. He is already on the start line at Monza.
Oh, I'm looking
Nice
forward to that
one.
one, mate.
He's just...
Monza's the F40s, isn't it?
it is, yeah.
Yes.
I'll be very disappointed if not all of the drivers are driving it in red. They all have to be red.
Yeah, I think we should make that a rule. Make red the primary colour at least.
Yeah, you're only allowed to drive if it's red.
That is going to be absolutely great to watch. Watch 11 or 12 Ferraris race around Monza. Amazing.
See, I would like to, because I'm a bit of a Ashcan voucher, as I'm a bit of a demon in that F40. I would like to have raced it myself.
Yes, indeed.
But I'm just not up to the standard of these lads. I've caused too many accidents going sideways and smiling.
Fair enough. Now, it does actually look like Bagpuss has pulled away a mighty amount. 4.6 seconds he's got on Leaker now. If Bagpuss doesn't make a mistake, he's got a P2 in the bag. And I think that's Bagpuss's highest finish in his entire OFR GTS career.
You do realise you've just given the commentator's curse though, haven't you?
I do this all the time. Both Havoc and I do it every single weekend, and I've just realised, are they they're skulls on the front of his car, they're not headlights. I
prefer headlights.
Yeah,
I think it should just...
I thought they were images of lights, but they're actually skulls. Don't mind.
I think if we'll use our mind's eye, we'll pretend they're headlights. Because skulls are just boring.
Yeah, I know they are, aren't they? Let's just stick with that. He's 2/10 slower in the middle sector, but once again, he's got about 6 corners left to the end of this lap, and he's only got 1 more to do. I'm sure he'll do it, and I'm going to stop spectating him from now so we don't curse him anymore. The battle for
see, I'm on it. I'm cursing him. Come on, Grimmy, I'll get in this podium.
The battle for 6th place is got even closer now. Look at that. Astro has managed to close up to the back of BJ Robbo under a second now. It's 8/10. It was just 1.9 seconds about 2 sectors ago. So he's doing a really decent job, Astro is. He might even be able to get 8 points instead of 6 here. Now, I've got a feeling, that Astro is going to be a part of your team next season. Now, you don't have to comment on it, but I know some of the inner workings of the Raven West, Corvo West teams, and I've got a feeling Astro is going to look for a switch. But we'll have to wait and see, of course. I don't expect you to comment unless you want to.
There might have been an offer put out there.
We'll leave it there. Yeah, because sorry, go on.
I've just had the Rodden Parks lawyers on. Mick, please be quiet.
Oh, there we go. Saying too much. The only thing I'll say
I'm the Rodden Parks lawyer.
All I know is that Spinorama tried to do a deal with Raven West to make Raven West rebrand, and a few drivers apparently weren't happy about it. That's all I know, and I've got a feeling that might be why they could be splitting up. But anyway, we'll get back to the race. Astro caught up by another 3/10. He's got 1 lap left to do it, and he's only half a second behind.
Come on, Jeff Butterscotch, you can do this.
He could do it.
I have all the faith in the world.
He looks a lot more in control on his car than BJ Robbo does, and I'm not taking anything away from Robbo there, but Astro's looking a little bit better. That's all I can say. Now, Racer Tay's just gone through, Bacon Tray's just gone through Mick's favourite corner. He's coming up to the last 5 corners now. He's extended his gap by 20 seconds. If there's someone you want to curse, it's definitely Bacon Tray, so do anything you can to make him spin, and Bagpuss is looking at a P1.
I think if Bacon Tray was going to do the right thing, he would just pull over anyway.
Go into the pit lane for 2 laps, that will make the race even.
Yeah, just start at the back of the grid and not wait until he's not allowed to go till everybody's run past him at least once.
Exactly. But he has qualified first again. He's led every single lap. He's making his way through the final corner now. And once again, he's finished almost a 1/5 of a lap ahead of any other driver here. Absolutely phenomenal job there, Racer Tay.
What a guy.
Done. Congratulations.
What a guy.
What a guy. He's not put a foot wrong. He's just phenomenal. Both F1, GTS and Dirt. It doesn't matter what game it is.
I tell you what. Astro's making a move on it.
I've watched the
He's
replay.
blacked out, is he ever?
We're just watching Bagpuss cross the line, P2. Leak is going to finish P3, and
Astro
Marco and Grim are going side by side. It's going to be a photo finish. Oh, and it's Grim finishing 500ths behind Marco in 5th place.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, that's unlucky. Now, I am going to jump back up to this battle between BJ. It doesn't look like Astro's
it's too far behind now. But he goes for the slide over the line.
Bounty gets
Beautiful.
BJ. And last up, it's going to be Biwa, who's sliding right now through Mick's favourite corner, and he's gone deep. Gravel slowed him all the way down.
He's gone deep in Mick's happy corner.
Thank God it's Mick's corner and nothing else.
Well, you never know. It is a Wednesday.
He's sliding that car as well. Looks like he's having fun. That's good to see. It's a bit of a struggle when you are so far behind. It's a bit of a lonely race, but as long as you're having fun, which looks like he is, you can get through the race. So good job there, B1. But again, yeah, that was a really nice. Let me see if I can see that replay of Astro now. Actually, of Astro now. Where was it? It was in P5, wasn't it? I think I might have caught it just a bit too late. Yeah, I did, unfortunately. Never mind. but we are going to just ride on board with BWAT as he's just coming up to the final corner now. Plain white livery, nothing too fancy, and he's sliding through. Can he save it? Can he save it?
I'm gonna have to say it. That is the way a cuntash should look.
There we go. One more time for good luck. Oh, BWAT struggling to get his car straight again.
God, that's the way. That's the right direction, mate. Well done. You crossed the lane when you ran out of time.
There we go. That's good enough, BWAT. Good job.
Well done, mate. Well done.
Well, so there we have it. Another victory for Racer Tay. That's his third one out of 3. Not put a foot wrong. And with this pace, he's looking like he's going to win every single race in this Classic Cup.
I believe next week he should be forced to do it with one leg and one arm tied together.
I mean, we could just put him in that Samba bus and see if he can at least finish.
Yeah, we might as well. Or like the worst Ferrari that they've got on there. Like that horrible one. He should be made to use that one.
Yeah. Or, I'm trying to think, maybe he could just do one lap in reverse and then spin it around and then continue. However, the next race is Monza. There's only about 2 corners, and a lot of these guys have just done Monza, both in GTS and in Formula 1, so they'll probably be a lot closer to Racer Tay than they have been for these past 3 races. So, yeah, we never know what can happen.
I hope so, because Monza... Just funny things to me, Monza as well.
Yeah, it does.
There's nothing better than going through the Denison Dawson complex at full belt in an F40.
Can't wait to try it. So guys, thanks for tuning in. The race is now over, and please make sure you join us next week, where I think we're going to have a full grid because a lot of people want to race the F40s around Monza. Same time next week, and it will be the season finale as well for this Classic Cup. Sorry. So thanks Mick, and thanks Ash for joining.
You're welcome. It has been a pleasure. It took too long for me to do this.
Yeah, it's been far too long. Hopefully we can do it again soon, and yeah, we'll let you guys know about the podcast, whether or not it's happening this week, and let you know when to tune in. So thanks guys, and have a good night.